Okay, in this video we will be just doing some basic interaction, or just illustrating how JavaScript can cause interaction anywhere within the page. So in this example, click on the heading changes. Click on this button, load page, then a page loads inside of the iframe, page we've seen recently in one of the earlier videos. Okay, so let's just go to a blank document. Okay. So the first part of that example, we will be creating a heading that changes based on click. So in the body, we will now need to have a heading. This could be hand coded or done in the design view, but I'll stick with hand code for now. So H1 max a heading 1, and I'll just put this is heading. If we can split view, you can see that going in. Okay. In script, we will need to declare a custom function, and this is going to be replace heading, I suppose. Keep it meaningful but short. So all we really want to do is to access the property of h1 to change its value. There's a few ways of doing this, but the simplest way is to use something known as inner HTML. It's not necessarily the best way, especially when working with larger projects, but for now this is a good way, a good introduction, nice and simple. Okay, so I need to give that heading an ID, and I'll just call it heading. Keep it logical, and then we can access that property. So document.getElement by ID. We put the ID in that we've just created. So as soon as I put that inverted comma in, it shows me through code hinting the available IDs. Let's return, insert that, close the bracket, and then what we'll do is we'll access the inner HTML property, which we can then replace. So I can just say, as in the example, this is our new heading. And all we need to do now is tell that heading to basically invoke that function when it's clicked. So we can do that using the onClick listener. There are other ways beyond this. Tends to be these days you add the event listener afterwards, but we will just use the onClick method for now. We call the function replace heading, the brackets in, save that, and see where that gets us. Okay, this is a heading, this is a new heading. Relatively simple. In the next function, what we will do is to insert iframe, I suppose. So I'll declare the function to start off with. I'm going to create an iframe, and I'll give it an ID because I'll need to refer to it. So we'll just call that target iframe. You have the code for that. Usually an iframe would have a source, and that would be another web page. Most web pages can be inserted as iframes, but if it's someone else's, they can also edit their page to tell your browser that it doesn't want to be inserted, essentially. Okay, the next thing I want to do is I want to insert a button in order to invoke this one. It's as simple as that. Button, give it a name, so let's put add page, perhaps. And then in there, we'll set it on click to invoke the function insert iframe. brackets, and then an insert iframe will tell you what to do. Now we'll be referring to the iframe element a few times, so what I like to do is to shorten things a little bit. So rather than writing this line 3 times over, or this part of the line 3 times over, we can just declare it there once, an id dot, and then we'll go with source for starters, equals, and in this case I will put okay. Then we'll go with the width, which I'll set to 100%, so that if we did this in a real example where we restrained things using body width, it would resize and would allow for fluid pages. And the height I'll just set as being 500 pixels. Okay. Just missing an inverted comma there. Let's have a look and see if that's worked. Okay, so there's the iframe. We'll make that disappear soon. There we go, it's amended it. So the next thing we want to do on the iframe is to tell it that it's got a style display of none. And here we will tell it that it's got a style display of we use block for now. So there we go, it's not there. We click the button, add the page, and it puts it in. Simple as that. We could go further, for example, and we could maybe create a function for add YouTube video. And then we could maybe have a target for that. So I'll just create a div with an ID of YouTube target. Using the same kind of information as before, we can go with document lowercase ID with the YT target. Tell it that it's in a HTML, it's going to be changed. And we should be able to just grab an embed code from YouTube. So let's find the embed code for this video here. Share embed. I'll just copy that into there. Okay, we might have some issues with the speech marks, which means we'll need to put a backslash in front of them, probably, to make sure that they don't escape from what I'm trying to do. Okay, that appears to be all of them. So I'll save that and see how we're going with that. Obviously we need to have a button for that, so I'll copy and paste this button bit here. Put it underneath. Add video, and that can be add YouTube, oops, YouTube video, a similar kind of thing. Let's get that tested. Add video. There we go, the video is added. Straightforward, not much code, and in the right design, that would be really good. Just prove that it works. There it goes. Bit of parallax there. And that's where we'll leave it.